Portfolio. My name is Kelsey Blaszensky. I am in the Master's of Science in Occupational Therapy program. I graduate in December of 2022, and here we go. So next I have my table of contents, which gives you a brief outline of what is included in my portfolio. To start, I have my resume and cover letter. I've included my professional resume here, which has my references on it as well. And then I have my professional cover letter that I created to send to my fieldwork educator. I also have a cover letter that I created for one of my classes. Next, I have my values and goals and mission. So some personal and professional values would be positivity, empathy, open-mindedness, self-awareness, lightheartedness, and honesty. I think that those really well depict who I am. Some of my personal goals would be to continue to be authentic to myself throughout the many challenges and role changes in life, and to travel to all 48 continental United States within the next 10 years. A professional goal is to pass the NBCOT on my first try, to remain client-centered in my treatment planning and interventions through the use of occupational-based activities, and to have my graduate research published in a scholarly journal. And then I have my mission, which my mission is, as an emerging occupational therapist, is to develop meaningful treatments and interventions that remain occupation-based. To continue to maintain this mission, I plan to use my education while continuing to learn from my colleagues within the profession. Next here, I won't go through all of these, but I have the OT Code of Ethics, which are all listed kind of in the middle left here, and ways that I've seen them in practice. So for each one of them, I have a little example of things that I've experienced either in my personal career or in my fieldwork experiences. After that, I have education. I didn't go incredibly in depth in this section because I think that it almost facilitates more conversation. So I have my undergraduate education here, my CMU education, and what I did while I was there. I've got some personal photos and what I got my degree in. Next, I have my graduate education, and here I have my Master of Science in Occupational Therapy, my anticipated completion date, which, like I said earlier, is December 2022, my current GPA, and just a little blurb about, myself and my experiences here at SVSU. After that, I have my professional development, so that goes into my level 1 fieldwork experience, which is in acute care. I've got some details about, what I saw there, my experiences, a little blurb, and then I included a picture of myself with the hospital in the background, and a little picture of my occupation-based kit that I created for that practice setting. I have my eval forms right here for that. Next, I have my level 1 experience in the Boys and Girls Club, which is my psychosocial placement. I've got some personal photos again, as well as conditions I saw, experiences, and a little blurb about that. Again, I have my review form from my educator. Next is a list of all the simulations, or a majority of them at least, that I have completed within this program. I've got my 2 different MegaSim certifications, and I list that I've completed 4, and these are interprofessional. We do them with nursing and other social work, PT, kinesiology. So I just wanted to include that in there. Here I have some of my additional trainings, such as my city training for research and my NIHSS training for stroke assessment. I have in-service here, so Narcan training and Safe Talk. Here I've got my professional memberships, which is MIOTA and AOTA. Professional skills is up next, so that outlines all of the assessments that I'm able to complete or have completed that I know about, different treatments that I have received training in. Here I've got some splinting and PAMS is up next, so this is splinting here. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got just the splinting here, and then I've got KT taping and lymphedema treatments. I've got the Makey training, and each of those have a little blurb under them as well, just talking about that. So, yeah. Here I have the Leticle of Medical Necessity that I wrote. That there, with the additional appendix that outlines what it looks like and some of the different features of it. This is an area that's still to be developed within my portfolio, as I have not completed my virtual reality training. This is me though, as a little example with we had a guest speaker who came in and briefly touched on it, but I have not completed this yet, so there will be more to come. Here are some basic certifications, so CPR and our ACE-MAP certifications here. Professional presentations, I included a few different things that I've done. So I have my professional presentation in fabrication, my visual perceptual activity, a bed ladder fabrication, easy strap fabrication, and a home eval that I've done. I have my occupation-based kit with a little bit of information about that, as well as my handout that I created for that assignment. I also have my psychosocial case study that I did for my level 1 fieldwork, my second placement in the Boys and Girls Club. Here is some information about my research project that I'm completing. This is my group, and this is me with us doing coding. Here I have my poster, which very well matches my color theme for this portfolio as well. I have some service opportunities that I've done here. So Primrose, as well as this was an additional home evaluation that I did in Bayside. I have more to add to this for my service learning project, but I have not completed that yet, so I just haven't added that quite in. I have expressions of support here. So from 3 different, or 2 professors, and one being my educator from my level 2. I could probably have a couple of pages here, and I anticipate to add maybe another page of other expressions of support, but these are 3 that I really enjoyed. And then I have my personal, which I included as just photos, because again, I think that it allows me to kind of communicate these different photos and what they mean, and that is another good way to just express myself. So that is what I have.